Pope Leo XIV, whose real name was Giovanni Maria Masti Ferretti, was born on May 13, 1792, in Senigallia, Italy. He became one of the most significant popes of the 19th century. His papacy lasted 32 years, from 1846 to 1878, witnessing major religious and social upheavals. He left a profound legacy not only in the Catholic Church, but also in the political and social spheres of his time. Born into an aristocratic family, Giovanni Maria Masti Ferretti received a comprehensive education in a privileged environment. However, his path to the priesthood was not something he initially chose. Although his family had a religious tradition, Giovanni Maria had other interests early in his life. Yet, after much reflection, he recognized a divine calling and chose to follow the path of the clergy, a challenging journey that would define his life. He joined a seminary and began studying theology. Throughout his studies at prestigious religious institutions, Masti Ferretti demonstrated great intelligence and devotion to God. Soon, it became clear that he could contribute significantly to the church and the religious community. After completing his education, he was ordained a priest in 1819 and began his pastoral work. Subsequently, he advanced within the church, being appointed Bishop of Spoleto in 1827 and later Archbishop of Spoleto. Throughout this period, Masti Ferretti distinguished himself by his leadership and dedication. His compassion for his community earned him the trust and respect of the people he served. His success in ecclesiastical duties set a solid foundation for his election as Pope in 1846. Following the death of Pope Gregory XVI, he chose the name Leo XIV and began a papacy marked by both challenges and achievements. From the outset of his papacy, Leo XIV faced major issues both within the church and in the broader society. At that time, Italy and much of Europe were embroiled in revolutionary movements, with groups demanding freedom and reform. These upheavals threatened not only the church, but also the Pope's authority and the church's political influence. Despite these challenges, Pope Leo XIV quickly proved his leadership abilities, facing these changes with strategic foresight and a strong resolve. One of Pope Leo XIV's first major reforms was in education and charity. He recognized the importance of educating the faithful, helping them to better understand the faith and apply its teachings in daily life. He established many schools and institutions to provide quality education for the people. Additionally, he paid special attention to charitable work, founding organizations to support the poor and those in need. He believed the church should not only safeguard souls, but also serve the marginalized and vulnerable. Reforms in religion and society were not the only challenges Pope Leo XIV faced. His papacy also saw bloody revolutions and political conflicts across Europe, particularly in Italy. These movements threatened the stability of the church and weakened the Pope's influence in certain territories. Nonetheless, Pope Leo XIV did not choose a path of direct opposition, but instead opted for peaceful solutions, negotiating with various factions to protect the church's interests without causing division in society. Moreover, one of the Pope's greatest challenges was maintaining the church's power amid revolutionary waves. He remained steadfast in defending the authority of the papacy and the church's lands, all while seeking to engage in diplomatic dialogue with secular governments to ensure the church's stability. This unwavering stance allowed him to retain the church's authority and influence during a time of great political uncertainty. However, not all of Pope Leo XIV's decisions were supported by all within the church or by all of his followers. His efforts to expand the power of the papacy and his reforms regarding religious freedom caused tension among more conservative clergy, who felt he was undermining the absolute authority of the Pope and traditional church values. This created divisions, and not all clergy were in agreement with the Pope's policies. Despite facing these challenges and opposition, Pope Leo XIV continued to implement reforms and maintain the stability of the church. His reforms were not limited to education and charity. They also involved building better relationships between the church and secular governments. He understood that the church needed to adapt to the modern age while maintaining its core values of faith. Pope Leo XIV papacy was not just a time of reform, but also a period of significant challenges. Nevertheless, through his wisdom and leadership, Pope Leo XIV helped the church navigate these difficulties. He not only protected the church's interests, but also ensured its growth and expansion, strengthening its role in society. When Pope Leo XIV passed away on June 7, 1878, his papacy ended, but his legacy continued. His reforms, from education to charity, made the church more accessible to the people and allowed it to play a larger role in society. His legacy extends beyond the church and into the broader task of building a just and humane society. Today, Pope Leo XIV is remembered as a resilient and wise pope. He successfully defended the church's interests and created a lasting legacy for future generations. His papacy remains a testament to religious leadership in a world filled with challenges. The work he began continues to impact future generations in the preservation and development of the Catholic Church.